I'm going to let Maggie come introduce and open us up here, and we're going to try to keep on time management with our agenda, so we'll have plenty of time to enjoy networking, socializing, and food. So I will, you see me waving at you, wrap it up, but here's Margarita Luna.
Hi everyone, I am Maggie Luna. Margarita is my government name, so please do not listen to her. So yeah, we're here today because I work for the Texas
full wraparound support organization that is here in Austin, Texas. As Marcy said, we're 1212 East Anderson Lane, and what we do is .com. So www.rarereentry.com.
Does anybody have any questions?
Oh yeah.
If someone's coming out, they register for services like the computer training and everything.
So if I was smart, I would have bought some of my flyers up, but we have flyers, or they can go to our website. There's, they can simply scan that QR code. We'll pass out flyers in a second here. Scan the QR code, it'll take them to a quick survey, quick registration, and somebody will contact them within 48 hours, get them in and get them on their way.
All right, okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
You've got a loud voice, we have to use the microphone so that people in TikTok world and YouTube and the ether can hear us well. That's okay. You project. I know you will. So the next speaker I would like to introduce. Her name is Marcy Marie, Incarcerated Women. And if you haven't checked it out, please do. It will give you an insight into what women endure in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. So Marcy, come on up and talk to us about stigma and the power of story.
Thank you. I have a big voice too, but I'll use the microphone as instructed. So my name is Marcy Marie. I'm so excited to be a part of this. This happening in our state this past couple years for previously incarcerated individuals and people coming out of prison is massive. It's so different just from 2 years ago, from 4 years ago, and forget about 10 years ago, right? We are making big change, and I'm so excited. I did time with Barbara, and so when I came home and found out what she was doing, it gave me goosebumps. I have it now because it's just that close to my heart, right? So we're talking about stigma, the stigma of prison. Anybody in this room who has been to prison and has had to say that to someone that didn't know it, knows the feeling of that stigma. Anyone in this room that's been to prison who has applied for a job and that background check come back and been told, sorry, we can't do it because of that background check. You know what that stigma is. So how do we change that? How do we change that? What would it look like if people that get out of prison and go to work and rock at their jobs? You know, I'm just thinking of myself. I get out of work. My first job was at an Amazon warehouse, and I loved it. People talk bad about. I know how to work 10 years, so I'm happy to work hard for that change, right? And I was happy to go into that environment where I do kind of have a large social media platform, so it wasn't kind of long before my coworkers and my bosses and people started knowing, oh yeah, she just got out of prison. Yeah, that girl, she's been to prison. And I'm getting accolades and pats on the back. That looks really good for the next people coming up. Or any of my coworkers that might go start a small business or might be in a position where they're recommending people for work. That looks good to them because they're going to remember, oh yeah, that girl that got out of prison, man, she worked hard. But if we close our mouths and nobody knows, if we're there working hard and doing everything we can to make that change and advance and following our directives, because Lord knows we know how to do that coming out of prison, then nobody knows we've come out of prison, they're not gonna have that little seed in their mind. And so that's part of the way. I think that it's a natural reaction for, the fact of the matter is, if you've been incarcerated, you are a trauma victim, period. You know, no matter what the circumstance is, even if you have the best time, the most family support, the easiest ride, the shortest sentence, you still experience trauma. And it is our natural defense to keep that trauma to ourselves. And that's completely understandable. So I'm not downing on anybody that doesn't speak up. You know, me